Alright, so if you clicked on this video, that is because you saw my review on Ang Lee's Hulk, or you just found it by random chance. But anyway, if you haven't seen that review, go watch it now, after this video, of course. Not yet, hold on. So The Incredible Hulk is a reboot, and it's also the second film of the MCU. It's part of the early days of the MCU. So now that they had more rights to the character, they were like, hey, we gotta reboot this thing, we gotta get it out. But since we already had a movie, they were smart, and they were like, okay, you know what, let's not waste any time on any origin story. Who wants to know? People already know what happened, so let's just put it all in the beginning credits, because it tells you everything that you need to know before you get into this movie. What sets this movie apart is that Bruce Banner ends up turning into the Hulk because of the accident. He was working on the Super Soldier Serum, the same serum that Captain America took. It wasn't something that his dad injected himself with, and he managed to pass on after he had Bruce. No, Bruce turned into the Hulk for being an idiot. What I really like about this movie is that they do a different take as opposed to Ang Lee's, even though I didn't have a problem with Ang Lee's approach of how they wanted to attack these psychological elements of suppressed trauma, memories. It's much more simpler. It's just some guy on the run because he just can't live a normal life. He has to be on the run constantly because the government is after him. In other words, General Ross, played by William Hurt, who by the way is a great General Ross. I didn't have a problem with Sam Elliott either. Both of these guys are great. I think the only thing that William Hurt did better is that they gave him a better mustache. And instead of trying to find out what happened in Bruce's childhood, no, he's just trying to find a cure. But it's really hard because he's just working on his ratchet computer all the way from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. My man is struggling with the laptop. Somebody get him a MacBook. He's been doing so good in maintaining without an accident until he cuts his finger and a drop of blood falls into a soda bottle, which ends up being drunk by Stanley, and he dies. It's funny saying that now because he's actually dead, but he usually has these funny cameos, but in this one, when you watch it after his death, it's like, yeah, that's not as funny. It was funny back then, but now you can't help and tear up. And that's how the word spreads to General Ross, because the guy died, autopsy, and hey, gamma radiation, so that must be Bruce. Let's go and find him. Edward Norton as Bruce Banner is amazing. I like him so much better than Eric Bana, especially because one, he's a better actor. Two, when he's about to Hulk out, he doesn't do like that duck baby face that Eric Bana does. You actually see that it's something that is about to literally take over him. And I feel like he has more charisma. He just has more personality in this role. And when he Hulks out, it's an obvious new design for the Hulk, which again, I like so much better. Especially the green. It's not like this over-the-top green that Ang Lee's Hulk had. The green is much more toned down. It looks more natural. His face looks a lot more scary, a lot more menacing. His hair just happens to grow when he Hulks out. That I didn't understand, because he has short hair when he's not in his Hulk mode. And I guess the only thing that Eric Bana has over Edward Norton is that he's smart enough to wear purple spandex under, you know, just in case. But anyway, it seems like people just don't learn from the mistakes from what's been going on, because General Ross ends up giving the serum to Tim Roth, who plays Abomination, because he's like, yeah, I'm too old. Like, if only I knew what I know now back then, 20 years ago, in the body I had, yeah, that would be someone I wouldn't like to fight. So General Ross is like, I think I can help you with that. Let me check the stock room and I'll be right back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How do you feel? You look good. Hey, I think you'll do fine. So now he turns into a big giant monster, and we have our giant CGI clash fight at the end. And I guess this is just another example of how Marvel has the villain problem, because it's the villain that's not really well developed. It seems a little bit more generic, but the movie is entertaining throughout most of it, so it really doesn't kill the movie. It doesn't bring it down for you that much, because the movie is a lot of fun, lots of actions, lots of humor when it needs to be. It's just a fun popcorn flavor. You just sit back, relax, watch all these people get their necks broken, getting thrown like rocks in the air, and we laugh about it. How cruel are we? If you want to know how I rank all 3 Hulks, then click on this video right here. If you like the video, then go ahead and Hulk smash that like button and the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep watching this channel and keep watching movies.